What brought me into the industry wasn't really the glamour, it was survival. ORA, Modest Management Agency, was born out of fire because we don't see you as a product, we see you as a movement. Building ORA, I didn't just fight my way in just for myself, I fought my way in for people like me. My name is Michael Merit Monachimso. I'm from Ebonyi State. I was born April 15th and I stay in Lagos State, Nigeria. ORA, Modest Management Agency, was born out of fire. In this agency, we don't just teach boys and girls how to work, we teach them how to build. We don't trade bodies for fame, we build businesses, moguls, and future CEOs. In quotes, I would say modeling saved me, so I'm here to save others. What brought me into the industry wasn't really the glamour, it wasn't the beauty of the modeling world, it was survival. I was in search of an escape route. I came across a friend who for the first time saw beyond my pain. She saw something in me that I couldn't see for my own self. She said to me, "Merit, you have height, and trust me, modeling will fit you." I was actually a tomboy. Being a tomboy, I was wondering, how do you want me to fit into this particular environment you're trying to bring me into? But everything was just in my head. Because of my experience at 9, I was exploited. A whole lot of things happened to me that silenced me as a person, so I lost expression. She managed to convince me into coming into the industry, and for the first time I wore gown and heels, I saw beyond what I was seeing myself to be or what I thought myself to be. So that was how I found myself here. Moving forward, I didn't come from wealth, I came from pain, came from trauma and silence, but I also came with a purpose, and ORA is my purpose. I became a model in order to reclaim my body, my voice. I think that was it for me. It was really traumatizing. It was draining. It was brutal because every brand or everyone who owned an agency was so concerned and lost in the money or in the finance aspect of it, not the value they tend to add to people's life. I remember those years when we used to pack our heels and we go from event to event seeking for opportunities to at least walk on the stage, or even when you find yourself on the wrong way, you're trying to put on a clothes for a particular brand and walk, and then they discriminate you because you're fat, you're this, or you don't know them, you weren't able to pay the money others paid. It was all about the finance. They were not really concentrated on saving people, adding value to people's life. I had one terrible experience along the line when, for the first time in my life, I wanted to actually participate in this modeling thing. The first time I went for pageantry, I was contesting for Miss South of the Nation actually. So in camp, the chief judge went as far as trying to sexually harass me, and because I refused, he seized my phone. And it didn't just end there. I won, and he gave my crown to somebody else, and he told me to my face. But there was nothing I could do. I couldn't fight. I was down, but it didn't stop me. I had to fight my way in. So building ORA, I didn't just fight my way in just for myself, I fought my way in for people like me, for boys and girls like me who has also been silent, who has lost their self, who has found themselves in the position of using their bodies to get fame or to get to the stage where they are looking for. ORA is here to make a change. I would say integrity, empowerment, ownership, no exploitation, no false hopes. In ORA, we build, we protect, and we elevate, always. Like I said earlier, ORA is purpose-driven. My vision for the next 5 years is that we become a hybrid of fashion and entrepreneurship. We don't just teach modeling, but we teach models how to build, how to launch brands, build empires, and stand tall in every room they find themselves tomorrow. Looking back to those days, I would say this to you all: your voice is your weapon. Speak even when it shakes. Never let your trauma define your future. Well, I would say that I split myself into two. One half artist, one half strategist. But at the end of the day, I lead with purpose, and that's what keeps the vision clear even when the road is blurry. That we made modeling safer, deeper, more meaningful, and that we've raised leaders and not just pretty faces. Because we don't see you as a product, we see you as a movement. at Aura, your pain becomes power, and your story, it becomes your brand.